Bowling today is a national sport. Each year in the United States and Canada, approximately 20 million pin busters bowl in about 10,000 alleys. The number of bowlers and alleys in leaps and bounds. Thousands of leagues have sprung up, and competitive bowling attracts crowds of spectators that would do proud to any intercollegiate football game. In a recent tournament held in St. Paul, Minnesota, every state in the Union was represented. The cash prizes amounted to a healthy fortune. Tall or short, thin or fat, the idea is to knock the pins down, not the alley. But bowling is not only for men. Women and children by the millions are ardent fans. Here's a sport in which women often excel men in technique and accuracy. In other words, the female of the species is more deadly than the male. It's a grand sport for the rich man, the poor man, a queen, or a housewife. After the serious business of strikes and spares is over, the experts step up for some trick shots that offer diversion and amusement to those in the grandstand. This bowler is after the 7 pin. Now for the star performers of the cast. Joe Falcaro, undefeated world match champion. Mike Falcaro, a chip of the old block, world's junior match champion. Mary Burchell, tomorrow's champion. How do you do, Mary?
How do you do?
Here's form, and we mean form. Watch that strike. Now it's analyzed in slow motion. Mary throws a slightly hooked ball and aims for the pocket between the 1 and the 3 pin. She's only 19 years old, but she can knock 'em down, and how. Joe is always interested in developing youngsters in the sport. Frank Falcaro Jr., 13 years old, shows us how a left-handed bowler can make a strike just as easily as a right-handed roller. Here's another youngster, 9 years old, another southpaw. He can show the old-timers a thing or two. If you want to be a real pin buster, be sure to select the right ball, have it rest comfortably in the left hand. The fingers should be inserted in the holes so there's no pinch to the grip. One shoe should have a rubber sole and heel, the other elk skin. Which one depends on whether you bowl left or right-handed. Let's watch the old master put one in the 1-3 pocket. Now in slow motion, Mr. Falcaro's foot movement is analyzed. Joe claims he takes only 4 steps, but when he sees this, he'll learn differently. Now watch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And here's the surprise. Contrary to custom for a right-handed bowler, he hits them between the 1 and 2 pin and cleans the alley. Good work. It's Mike's turn, and he shows championship form. Sometimes Joe only gets a spare, leaves one standing. But that doesn't worry him much, especially if the 10 pin is left standing. He has a way all his own for picking it off. Watch this. There's one at every tournament. Comedian, we mean. So Al Cirillo, better known as Windy Jones, casts aside all rules and regulations and from a horizontal position makes a strike.
I'm going to try to make a trick shot called the vibration.
Don't let her fool you. Anyone can do it. Just set 10 or 12 pins up in twin alleys and balance a pin atop each. Take the proper steps and easy swing. Let her go, and no matter what pin you hit first, they'll all go down. Try this the next time you're out rolling for the big ones. Perfect timing. Mike rolls a slow one for the 7 pin. Then Joe, with plenty of speed, goes after the 10, and both hit simultaneously. Yes, he's here again. He can make a strike in any position. But now Windy's on the spot. If Joe doesn't roll that ball between Windy's feet, he'll have corns tomorrow. Watch the champion do this one. 5 pins in 2 alleys and only 1 ball. Now 3 pins in 2 alleys, and it's a more difficult shot to make. Here it is slowed up. Joe will have to hit that first pin in exactly the right spot to make it. Sometimes they're all direct hits. Sometimes you get it on the rebound, and that's the way this one is made. Now in slow motion, we'll show you how it all looks to the pin boy. An anxious, determined expression seems to be necessary. Perfectly timed steps, a wide swing, then those few moments of anxiety, the follow-through with the right hand. And making funny faces doesn't mean a thing, but placing the ball right down there between the 1 and the 3 pins means something. So if you want to bowl for fun or prizes, be sure to select the right ball for you. Have your hand dry and get a firm, easy grip. Wear the proper shoes. They contribute so much to your steps and approach. Face the pins squarely about 12 or 15 feet from the foul line and take 3, 4, or 5 steps as you swing toward the setup. If you'll do all this, you'll never, or hardly ever, miss taking them all down on the first roll.